The 2024 Formula One season has not yet started, but Red Bull is already looking at 2025. The head of the performance engineering division, Ben Waterhouse, revealed that the team is already directing attention to next year's car, and this has caught a lot people by surprise. Stay in the video until the end to find out in detail all of Red Bull's planning, which is already working on the 2025 car, showing once again that it is far ahead of its opponents. But before that, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave your like in this video. Constructors champion in 2022 and 2023, Red Bull dominated Formula One last year with 21 victories in 22 races contested, but despite the performance that resulted in 860 points throughout the year, the team led by Christian Horner understands that the RB19 had considerable limitations that it sought to correct in the new model for this season. In Waterhouse's view, Singapore, for example, showed weaknesses in the car, so the idea for this year was to strengthen the car's strengths but also try to remedy what he classified as critical problems. "We are aware that the RB19 had considerable limitations," said Waterhouse in an interview with the publication Racecar Engineering. "If we think about Singapore, weaknesses certainly emerged. There are areas in which we want to improve, whether in performance at high or low speeds. At the same time, of course, there were strengths that we want to value, but we have to try to solve critical problems." One of the RB19's greatest strengths was its aerodynamic efficiency, which was reflected, for example, in circuits such as Silverstone and Suzuka, but on tracks that required a lower load such as Monza and Las Vegas, or on more winding street tracks such as Monaco and Singapore, the RB19 proved itself more fragile in the face of its opponents. The manager believes that the RB19's weak points are its performance with maximum aerodynamic load, in addition to its traction when exiting slow curves and its tendency to oversteer at low speeds. "That's why we defined clear objectives already in the development process from RB19 to RB20, and in general we managed to achieve most of them, but I wouldn't say that everyone is satisfied, as there is still work to do in relation to RB19. Work on the 2024 car began at the beginning of last year when Red Bull interrupted the development of the RB19 to transfer resources to RB20. Now the Austrians are following this same schedule in advance, already thinking about 2025. The RB20 is a car that is at least 6 months old, and we are already starting to turn our attention to the RB21 even though the season hasn't started yet." Red Bull once again shows why it is currently the team that dominates Formula One. The 2024 season hasn't even started yet and the team is already starting work on the 2025 car. It's hard to imagine that the Austrian team won't deliver a strong performance this season. Do you believe that Red Bull is right to start work on next season's car so early? Leave your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video.